Hello everyone and welcome back to another Spigot Development tutorial. In this video I will be showing you guys how you can create commands for your servers. The first thing I'm going to show you is the shorter or the kind of more concise way of creating commands, which is just to create them in your main class here. And to do that you won't actually need to implement any classes for this, because the method that we're going to be using actually is implemented or like underneath the Java plugin interface. So if I just start typing onCommand here, you will see this onCommand method here that we will be using, and let me change that to false real quick. And I'm just going to quickly and briefly go over the different parameters for this method, and there's 4 of them. There's the command sender, which is the thing, I guess, that sent the command, whether it be a player, the console, the command block, anything that can send a command. There's the command itself, which is defined in the plugin.yml file. There's the label, which are aliases of the command, which you can also define in the plugin.yml file. And there's the arguments that are passed into the command. So a quick little crash course, if you did like /test command hello world, there would be 3 arguments for this command. There would be the command argument, the hello argument, and the world argument. And each of these are its own element in the args here array. And since the array's 0 index, this would be argument 0, argument 1, and argument 2. And I'll show you a bit more in depth with that later on. The first thing we're going to do is check the command itself. So if we do command.getName equals ignore case, and we say hello as the command, whoops, this is only going to be run if the command that's run is a hello command. And after this, we're going to quickly check if the sender is a player. So you just check if it's an instance of a player, and we will then cast the sender to a player. And then we will send a player a message that says hello good sir. I can't type today. Good sir. Oh my god. Okay. So this is just send a quick message to the player. I'm going to leave this be for now, and I'm going to quickly jump over to the plugin.yml file, and I will pull up another thing here, which will be from the Spigot forums here, which shows you the different attributes that can go into the plugin.yml file. There's all of these other ones, but we're just going to worry about commands. The only ones that there are is the description, which will show up under the help command. There's the aliases, which are different ways that you can run the command. So you could say like test or test command, something like that as an example. There's the permission, which is required to use the command, and the permission message. You can generally do this on your own, which I guess I would prefer. As a preference, I prefer to check permissions myself. But if you don't feel like doing that, you can kind of use a built-in system where you have to have a permission, and it will send this no permission message if you don't have the permission for it. And this usage command will just show up for just to show you the usage of the command. So if we go in here and we type commands, this will be the name of our command, so hello. And it's very important that this is you check command here, and then this matches this right here. And I'll get a little bit into why after I show you all of this real quick. If we do description, a hello command, and aliases for later on, I will just say test for the alias. And the final thing to get this to work, if we go to our onEnable method and we do get command, do hello, And once again, make sure that this matches this right here. And we do set executor, and we set it to this class here. If I build this and I wait for this to do its thing, and in the meantime I would bring over Minecraft. If I bring this over and I reload, if I do /hello, you'll see hello good sir. So I'm going to quickly show you how the difference between the commands and the labels work. So if I do, say, system.out.println, and I do command.getName, and I do label, oh my god, label plus label, okay, and I build this, and I reload the server here, and I'm just going to pull up the console here. If I do /hello here, you will see that the command here is hello and the label is here, hello. But if I type in test here, you'll see that the command is hello, but the label is test. And that's because the label is the aliases that are being run of the command. So the command's always going to be what the actual name of the command is here in the plugin.yml file. So this right here will always be the command, but the aliases are like what the label is. So the label could be hello as well, but it could also be test here. And you could do different things depending on what the label is. So if I said if label dot equals ignore case test here, I could say hello good sir, or I could say player dot send message hello, just a simple hello. And if I reload again and I do hello, you'll see hello, and if I do test, you'll see a different message. So it's kind of handy. I personally wouldn't use it, but it's something that is at your disposal if you choose to. The second thing we're going to do is check if it is a console sender, and to do that we will just check if the sender is an instance of a console command sender, and we will just say sender.sendMessage hello Mr. Console. And if I build this again and I reload it, and I do hello Mr. Console. So that's how you can check if it is a console sender. And the third one that I mentioned was a command block, which will just be block command sender, and I will just say hello from a command block. If I build this and I go into here and I give myself a command block and I give myself a lever, whoops. If I go here and I type hello and I run this, if I bring this up, well, oh, whoops, it's because I hit sender. Actually, yeah, hello from a command block. But generally, I would say system.out.println, because I doubt you're ever actually going to check the message that is sent from a command block. So if I just reload here and I go to the console, you'll see hello from a command block. So that's some basic stuff, and the last thing I kind of want to go over is the arguments here. So if you want a command that's a bit more complex than just sending the command itself, you can check the arguments. So if I go to our player here, I guess, and if I do args, generally you want to check the length of your arguments before you actually check the arguments themselves, or else you'll end up getting null pointer exceptions and your plugin just won't work properly. Not like it won't work properly, but you'll get an error if you start checking arguments that don't actually exist. So I'm just going to first check if there are no arguments, and that is what this will be right here. And for example, I'll just say if args.length is equal to 1, and I will check if argument 0, arg0, sorry, is equal to, let's just say world. Then I will say player.sendMessage, come on, hello world. Whoops. If we build that and reload, if I say hello, you'll see hello, but if I type hello world, you'll see hello world. So just make sure that when you're checking your arguments, you're checking how many arguments there are, or else you'll get exceptions, but it's all pretty simple if you do that. The last thing I want to show you is how you can create separate classes to sort of keep your commands organized, because the more commands that you add, like this is one command and it's already getting kind of messy in this class, so the more commands that you add, you have to keep checking which command it is and all of that. So it's better with multiple commands that you create separate classes. And the way you can do that is if you just create a new Java class here, and if I just create a class called hello, and we implement the command executor class, and you see if you hover over it, you'll get an implement method error, and you just implement the method, but I'm just going to copy paste it because well, I'm not recreating it. So if we go to our hello class here, and I just override this with this, and I'm actually going to take this out because, well, you don't need it anymore. And let's just fix this. And if I go back to our tutorial class here and I say, I'll just delete all this. If I create a new instance of the hello class and I rebuild, you'll see that all of our stuff still works here. So hello world. If I go to the console and type hello Mr. Console, and if I send the command block message, hello from a command block. So all pretty simple stuff for now. This can obviously get very complex if you want it to be, but I'm just going to keep it very simple for this video because this is just kind of an introduction. Next week we'll be getting into events and how you can handle them and canceling them and all of that. That's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you in the next video.